Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely Thursday afternoon. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope you guys are having a rockin' week. Hope you guys had an awesome 2020, all things considered, and I hope you guys are ready for 2021. Time to kick it off with a bang. That's where I come in. That's what I wanted to talk about a little bit for today is I guess watching your weight while partying. Tonight is going to be a night of partying. It's going to be a night of hoedowns and shandoozles and all sorts of fun stuff going to happen tonight on New Year's Eve. And nobody knows what could happen. Anything can happen. But all of your work that you put in to have that rockin' body shouldn't go to the wayside just because you decided to have a little bit of extra fun for one night, on the one night that you should be having a little bit more of extra fun. Maybe it'll be a little bit different this year. Maybe it won't. Who knows? All we can do is just take preventative measures and make sure that we are in the best position that we can. Here we go. Let's get right into it. So when attending some sort of event, party, whatever you want to call it, shindig, bamboozle, you're going to want to have a pre-game plan. You're going to want to plan for what the night is going to bring you. You don't always know. Obviously, stuff's going to happen. Plans are going to go wayside, but if you have a little bit of a plan going into it, then you know, then you sort of have some sort of, backup idea of what should happen, the way something should go. And that's really what you want to have more than anything. You want to have something in your arsenal as sort of a plan B. Plan A maybe works, but you always want to have a plan B just in case. You don't want to only plan or only prepare for plan A working because anything can happen. Anyone can win. But when you pregame plan, when you understand what you're going into, understand what the night's going to bring, maybe pack a couple of extra snacks, couple of extra, little goodies for yourself that maybe won't be there. Healthy alternatives to some of the fatty cakes that you're going to get, stuff like that. But when you have a game plan going into it and you know what to expect out of yourself, then you know how to prepare for it. And if something goes wayward and brings you a little bit off track, you know how to get back on track. And then, to just give yourself a little bit of a break, to give yourself a little bit more time. You know the plan, you have a plan, follow the plan, trust the process. That's all you can. Number 2, definitely one of the biggest tips ever is don't arrive hungry. You definitely don't want to get to a party arriving hungry. That's a recipe for disaster. It's the same way of going to the grocery store hungry. You definitely don't want to do it because you end up just stuffing your face and overeating, and then you get distracted and you're distracted eating, and then you just want to get your hands sort of busy, so you just start eating and you start doing other stuff. Don't arrive hungry. Definitely eat a meal before you get there. Make it lots of protein, make it lots of vegetables. You want to fill yourself up as much as possible before arriving, so that you're not getting there and you're already hungry and you don't know what and you don't know what else to do, but you just run to the food counter, pick up a plate of anything, and just go at it. That's not a good idea, and you definitely don't want to be stuffing your face all night because you're hungry. It's not one of those things that you just don't eat all day and then you consume all of your calories at once. Don't do that. That's definitely not the way you want to do. If anything, you want to limit the amount of calories that you're having at the party by having more calories, more protein, more fiber, more everything before you get there. Have yourself a nice hearty meal, a couple meals. Definitely, your pregame plan has to consist of a meal. You definitely want to have at least 1, maybe 2 meals beforehand, so that you can you don't show up super hungry. You show up actually really full, and then you're just sort of eating little things here and there. That's another thing too. Is watch your drinking calories. Pops. alcohol, fizzy drinks, anything like that. They can pack calories into that. And you don't feel full off of drinking as much as you do eating. So that's why you want to eat more, and then when you get there, that's where you want to try and limit everything, because you're already feeling a little bit full. You're not really feeling anything. Maybe if you want, try and take a lap around, the place that you're in, sorry for a lack of a better term, and just scope out the scenery. Not only A, are you burning calories, but B, now you get to see where everything is in conjunction to where you want to be positioned, so that you're you're not giving too much into temptation, and B, you're allowing yourself to actually have a nice party, nice gathering, get together, without having to be too conscious of what you're eating or what you're not eating. Number 3 is allow some wiggle room. This goes back to my previous point. You definitely don't want to be not eating and then all at once eating, but you want to allow yourself a little bit of wiggle room. You want to understand going into this that you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to be 100%. Especially New Year's Eve, drinks are going to be flowing, parties are going to be happening, and you're not going to want to be self-conscious about what you're eating or what you're drinking. It's just not the way that you want to be at a party. And not only that, but you're going to end up throwing out all your game plans anyways, and you're not going to want to follow any sort of rules. If you really bog yourself down, you're going to kind of get into this, this mode where you're with this pushback mode, like, screw it anyways, I'm here to have fun. And that's definitely not what you want to be doing. You want to give yourself a little bit of a break, allow yourself to have fun, and not consider the consequences, because the consequences are minimal at best. So you can definitely do something in the long term to overcompensate for that. So just allow yourself some wiggle room, give yourself a break, understand that you're probably not going to be perfect, but that's where it comes into it again. Have some snacks in your pocket, in your purse, in your wife's purse or something. Definitely something to tie you over. That is a good, healthy alternative to some of the cakes and snacks and treats that you're inevitably gonna have. That's my next tip, is plan for dessert. You definitely want to plan for dessert. You don't want to hold yourself out of dessert, because it's the best part of any meal. And let's face it, it's the one part of the meal that you're actually looking forward to, because, it's treats, desserts, it's cakes, it's tarts and tots and whatever else you have for desserts, cookies and creams. But if you're going to deny yourself that, then you're going to deny yourself life. Food's got to be pleasurable. You know what I mean? Food is pleasure. And if you're going to deny yourself one of life's pleasure, you're definitely going to have a lot of pushback, and you're definitely not going to want to follow a routine. If anything, you're going to get mad at the angel on your shoulder, drink some more so that you don't hear him anymore, and then you're just going to eat and eat and eat and eat, and then you're going to feel terrible the next day. Definitely want to plan for dessert. Sort of limit your sugars if you can, but definitely plan for dessert. Plan for a pleasurable meal. Right there, boom, 2 together. Allow some wiggle room and plan for dessert. There's your wiggle room right there. It's going to happen. Desserts, if nothing else, they look fantastic. So you're going to be enticed just by the look alone. So it's got to happen. You got to understand that you're not perfect. You're not a robot, and you're going to make mistakes. And desserts, if you're going to make a mistake, you might as well have it eaten some sort of cake or some sort of ice cream thing made into a reindeer. I don't know. Who knows? My next tip is to drink water. Definitely. So, ideally, you would want to have a glass of water in between every alcoholic beverage that you have. But maybe that's probably not going to happen. But you definitely want to try, and this is something that you would consider with your lap right when you got there, is where is the water station? How do I get my hands on some water? Because not only will water help keep you fuller for longer, it's also going to help keep you less inebriated for longer, and then it's going to help you with the wake up in the morning, sort of the you know the bloated blah feeling that you're going to have in the morning, because what alcohol does is it just takes away all your sugars and everything, and it dehydrates the crap out of you. So what you want to do with that is you want to make sure that you have lots of water stationed near you if at all possible. Perhaps bring a water bottle full of some backup water if you need it. You know, anything that you can do to help yourself out. You definitely want to, and then with regards to the alcoholic beverages, you know, you want to keep away from the carbonated mixes, the pops, the fizzy drinks. Club soda might be a healthier alternative, but water is definitely gonna, and then what water does is it helps flush out your toxins also. So I mean, it's gonna the problem is you're gonna break the seal a little bit faster, but you know, it is what it is. The water will help clear out the toxins, and it's just gonna help to detoxify your body. And then my last tip, and this one helps me more than anything, I love them, it's essential oils. I use essential oils for any sort of thing that happens in my life, and definitely either watching a weight and or partying are definitely two things that essential oils are great for. Frankincense is one of my favorite oils for anything. It's the king of oils. So any sort of problem, ailment, solution that you need, frankincense can probably help you with it. This one's cool, actually. It's free this month with basically an enrollment kit, 200 PV order. So if you enroll this month, you get a free frankincense. That's awesome. I love using this one. It smells amazing too. I love it. It's nice and calm. Sorry? Oh yeah, it is. That's right. Thank you. Tina told you. Today is the last day to buy frankincense or to get frankincense for free with your 200 PV order. So act fast. My next favorite oil for partying and or weight watching and anything is On Guard, especially this time of year where the the environmental threats are at their peak. On Guard is a blend from doTERRA that is actually the immune boosting blend. It's called the protective blend. This is one of the things I love about doTERRA, is that you can know what their blends are basically from their name. On Guard, protection, you know what I mean? Immune boosting. And when you're at a party, oh man, you definitely want your immune system to be boosted at high peaks. And then, my last oil that I love more than anything is Motivate. I like this one in the touch version, which is basically just diluted and fractionated coconut oil. All that allows for is slower absorption and for increased area of circumference. I love this one. I love putting it, rolling it on my pulse points, a little bit on my neck. This one's great too. There's no citrus oils in it, so you don't have to worry about photosensitivity. Not that you will. Nowadays, the sun goes down really early, and we're partying at New Year's night, so that's at nighttime anyways. But Motivate's going to be great for keeping you motivated, keeping you up, keeping you going, keeping you the party animal. Yeah. That's all I got for you for today. A couple of tips for watching your weight while partying. Pre-game plan. Definitely plan for what you're going to do in the night. Don't arrive hungry. Oh my goodness. Eat a meal before you get there. Allow some wiggle room. Plan for dessert. Oh, you're definitely going to want dessert. Drink some water in between your beverages. And essential oils like frankincense, free today only, with a 200 PV order. On Guard, Motivate, keep you the party animal that I know you are. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you got some value out of this. Feel free to share this with your friends or a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, free frankincense, drop me a comment, send me a message, reach out to me. Definitely, I'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a wonderful, happy new year and a very prosperous 2021. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.